Hey y'all, Latanya Speak signing in. Want to holler at y'all again, and I'm gonna let y'all know, like this segment right here, some of y'all may not like it. But I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna be authentic, and I'm gonna say what's on my mind. I'm gonna have discussions on things that people are kind of was shy away from and just not say, but that's not me. Anybody that knows me know that I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and people can roll with it or not roll with it, but you know it's gonna be the truth. So here we go. I'm gonna talk about my mouth is popping. I'm gonna talk about church folks. I want to talk tonight about church folks and y'all know who y'all are. The ones who always act holier than thou, like you ain't never seen a day in your life, and always want to pass judgment and snur your nose up or look down at on somebody else that's doing bad or going through a bad storm. You want to look down at them, and that is just not right. How can we call ourselves Christian people and really think that we're Christian and we are talking about them behind their back instead of praying for them? I don't care what is going on. No sin is bigger than the other. So whatever's going on in their life, you should pray for them and not be talking about them. Like, you can be sitting up in church praising the Lord, all this good stuff, but you have a neighbor or you have a family member that you don't even want to deal with, but you call yourself a Christian and you won't even pray for them. I'm not saying that you got to deal with them, because I know people can be hard people to deal with. You know, I get that. I got some people that, hey, I don't want to deal with either. But that's why you pray for them. And it's like we don't understand that we are missing out on our blessings every time when that test come up. And it's that person that you don't want to deal with, that person that you say they got drama all the time and they got this and they got that going on all the time, you know, but you still got to pass that test. You can't call yourself a Christian. You can't say that you love the Lord, and yet and still you got Joe Blow right here that you see every day that you don't even want to have no dealings with. You don't even want to pray for him. You don't want to do nothing. you know. And as I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself too, because I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and say something that I'm not going to do. We all are a work in progress. But I'm just saying, like, that's why a lot of people are lost right now when it comes to the things of God. It's because they see these so-called church people out here doing this and doing that, and they be like, so that's the God you serve? I don't want no part of that. Or that's how you're acting towards me and you serve God? I don't want no part of that. You know, and not saying that, that we're not human, and that we don't make mistakes, because we all do make mistakes and we all fall short of the glory. But what I'm talking about is people that's judging other people like your stuff don't stink. Them are the people that I'm talking about right now. You know, and I see it all the time where somebody doesn't feel comfortable enough to come to church because they don't want to be judged, or because they feel like that they wouldn't be welcomed at the church. And the church should be a sanctuary for anybody to come as they are. Regardless of what's going on. you know and I just feel like it's so sad and so unfortunate that we have people that who want to know about the Lord but are afraid to, because they will be judged, and they don't feel like people will accept them for who they are and where they are in their life. And it's just really, really sad. And I just feel like us as people, we need to do better. We need to do better at equipping our brothers and sisters to be able to fight in this spiritual war that we're in. I'm like, the enemy is busy and he is taking souls out day by day. He's taking them out. and he's taking all the lost people. And it's our job as Christians to grab them lost souls up and equip them with the sword that they need and the whole armor of God that they need to get through this crazy world that we live in. We are failing at our job, and we got to do better. We got to stop acting all churchy and acting all holier than thou, and just be real and call it what it is and help them people. And I'm not talking about you going to church every Sunday and thinking that's all you're supposed to do. No, the people who need us don't go to church. Look at Jesus. Jesus was right there in the middle of the mess with people who didn't go to church. He was right there with thieves and robbers and murderers and prostitutes and all that. He was right there out basically in the community telling people about the word. When was the last time we did that? When was the last time we told somebody about the word? When was the last time we went outside of the church, our communities, and be disciples of the word like we're supposed to? That is one of our jobs and one of our callings on this earth, is to be disciples of the word. And especially most of us that know the word, that's what we need to do. Not saying that we got to be perfect, and not saying that, we got to walk around like our stuff don't stink. It don't take much at all to tell somebody about the word and tell them that you love them and that you want to see them do good. And that you want to pray for them. And genuinely pray for them, because God will give you what to say. You don't always have to have everything together. God will give you what to say because you are in the presence of one of his kids. So he will use you and tell you what to say. And a lot of us, we know the word, but we are afraid to step outside of our comfort zone and be a witness to somebody that you don't know. And being fearful is not of God. We have to be strong in our belief, and be strong and be soldiers in this word, so we can save some of these people who is actually lost out here. They don't know what to believe. And we live in a crazy world that's even more crazy than when we were coming up. Things are getting real crazy. And that's why it's so important to have a really good relationship with God and to know for a fact what he has done for you. Because there are so many people that will question every single thing. And then have you thinking and have you second guessing yourself and what your beliefs are. That's why you have to be strong upstairs. Be strong upstairs and know what you know and know what you know. Who your father is and what he's done for you thus far. And I'm not saying that, you gotta, take classes and you gotta, do all this practicing. You ain't gotta do none of that. If you gotta start remembering verses, or you need to take your notes with you or your Bible with you, whatever it is that you got to do, as long as you are witnessing here in the community. And again, as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself too. Witness out here in the community, because I can't tell you how many people that I run across who know the word but won't even use it in their day-to-day life. Won't even use it. They're being attacked and won't even use the word that they know. Won't even use the word to stand on whatever storm they're going through. Won't even use it. And I'm here to tell you, you have to be strong, because the enemy's going to come for you strong. He does not discriminate at all. He's going to come for you. And when he does, you have to be ready and use the word to get you through that storm. And help others along the way. Don't let your brother and sister go down the same path that you just came out of, and you can do something about it. Please don't. And stop acting so churchy and looking down on other people when they haven't made it out of their storm. Just because you made it out of your storm doesn't give you the right to talk about somebody else. It does not. If anything, you should be praying for that person and pray that God orders their steps and God brings them out of that thing, whether it's an addiction, whether it's just sin, whatever it is. Ask God to help that person. Don't sit there and talk about them, because that person that you are talking about, you may need that person. And you block your blessings every time you sit here and talk about one of his kids. Like you ain't never did nothing. And it happens so often, and it's so disappointing for people to always want to nail somebody else to the cross like they ain't never did nothing in their life. Just because somebody is struggling with a certain thing doesn't make you better than them. If anything, you should pray for them. Okay? You should pray for them. Point blank into the period. You know, and I'm not coming on here to preach to y'all, but I just really wanted to tell you guys to stop acting churchy and really get out here and help these people. Stop acting churchy. It's not even called for. But anyway, my time's up. I'll holler at y'all. LaTanya Speaks signing off. I'll holler.